Hi and welcome to this video where I'm going to be discussing Barcarolle, which is the third study on the grade 4 cello exam by Trinity. So this piece is in 6/8. It has a lovely lilting quality to it. It actually is marked rocking. So a Barcarolle, I believe, is a gondolier song. So imagine that you're going down Venice and you're in a lovely gondola like that, and it's very relaxing and the waves are lapping on the boat and you're having a lovely relaxing time. So yes, what else? Well, in bar 3 you've got a lovely singing bit, and it's more cantabile. It's cantabile, which means singing in Italian. And I would use lots of vibrato for that if you can. They don't expect you to do it for grade 4, but if you have the capability to do that, that would be lovely, and the examiner would be very excited, and it would be very in keeping with the sound of the piece. So you go like this, like that. So really make it sing. So it's sometimes in this piece you got the lovely, at the beginning you got the, so that's, I think that's portraying, you know, that sort of thing where you got the gondola like that, and then the singing bit is maybe that, so the camera is on the oars, but then the camera in bar 3 and 4 and 5, it switches over to maybe the person on the boat singing. Maybe he's singing to his beloved on the shore, la, da, da, dee, 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 something like that, and then it goes back to the camera, pans onto this, and then again the guy, the singer, maybe he's an opera singer, he goes da, da, dee, da, da, dee, like that, and then you go back to the shot, the camera shot goes back to this again, and then da, da, dee, da, dee, dee, da, da, dee, dee, like that sort of thing. That's what I think about. But you can put your own interpretation on it, of course. So let's go from the beginning. So lots of string crossings, yes. So the main thing they mention is cello techniques. So they're looking for cello techniques. So lots of string crossings. So you want that to be as smooth as a Cadbury's caramel. So it reminds me of we're walking through the air, and the snowman. We're walking through the midnight, you know, whatever. Yeah, it goes something like that, doesn't it? So here we go. So from the beginning, so I play this about cross equals 80 here. So here's the tenor singing to his beloved on the shore. Oh, that's a nasty bit. Yes. So in bar 5, do you notice you have to cross 2 strings, and then you have to go, it brings you back up to the A string, and then you're going to go back down 2 strings in very fast. That is tough. So look here, and then so this is the pulse. 1, 2, 1. The lovely thing is that it's at the heel, so that's actually a very small motion. If it was up here, that would be horrendous, a down bow to an up bow, but it's at the heel from an up bow down bow, so it's not as bad as all that. So that's quite hard, going from there to there at the tip, but you have a bit more time. 1, 2. So I don't sustain the first note, don't go like that. I sort of die away better like that, and that gives me a little bit of space to get down there. Okay, and then so yeah, and then very quickly drop the bow, and then look, you're dropping down 2 strings, down here again, but you got time to do it, and here's the really fast drop off. Here's this tenor. Do you see the hairpins there? So bring that out. Don't play it really evenly. Do the dynamics, and it really makes it more musical. And then the next bit is again 2 strings crossing over. Aren't those chords lovely? And there's the beat. Then there's a lovely chord in bar 17. Like that. It's really lovely, isn't it? So I love this study. And so bar, so yes, let me just see. So yes, in bar 12 we have that shift here, and that's up in the 4th position, and that's a really strong note in the cello. So it's actually not too bad finding that note, because your thumb hits the base of the neck here. So that's how you know, oh yeah, 4th position, it feels nice and strong. So you're doing a little elbow movement like that. What I do is I do a little elbow, so I'm going up the cello like this. So I'm going to move my elbow in a clockwise motion like that, and that's going to bring me up magically and automatically to that note. It's very ergonomic. So you got, and then here what you can do is go back into 3rd position. So you can now do an extension and then drop your bow. 1st position, 4th position, lower 2nd. Drop your bow. See with those little the rocking bits. So I give the first of every 3 a little bit of a kick, you know, rather than it's really boring. The beginning, first bar, not just a. It's like Scheherazade. Have you ever heard that piece about Sinbad the Sailor? So a really famous bit in that. It's got lots of. It sounds like the sea, doesn't it? And that's that little motif, you know. It's quite watery, isn't it? It reminds you of water, a watery journey. So, so now we're on the home straight. So this is bar 19. So we're singing. Wow, I love that bit. So be very expressive. You know, move your head back like this. So, you know, you're very proud. You know, stick your head up, your nose up in the air. So, the chord in bar 20 has a squiggly line up it, and that means you're to spread the note. So what I do is I play the G tone, the D tone, and then I play the D together. So you hear 3 movements, and the timing of it's important. So make sure that the melody note is on the first beat of the bar, and you play the 2 notes before it, the bass notes, just before the beat. So listen to the timing, and I'll thump about the pulse. So. You see what I mean? That's really important. The melody note has to be on the first bit of the bar. Then you're going to go up into 4th position. I love that bit. I love using really fast vibrato. If you can, but you don't need to, but you do need to go into 4th position. Remember that this is a study, so you cannot go in 1st position. No. You'll get marked down big time. So make sure you go up into 4th position. And then I love the little diminuendo there. So lots of little subtleties in this study. And then you're going into 3rd position here, and that's so. Lovely, I love that bit. So that's tricksy, man. So do you see here? You're going while you're playing the open D. You move your hand up. Yeah, so then the 4 is in your hand, so no stretches, and the 1 is adjacent. That's that 1 there, and the D, the G1 and the D1 are beside each other. What does that sound like? Mamma mia? Maybe it's just me. So here we go. Now you're going to go from a 1 to a 1. Look at my wrist or your elbow. Not just moving your finger. Lead with your elbow, man. And then how do you find the B flat? Well, it's a minor 3rd away. So it's a tone plus a semitone. So build that in your hand in the air. to get to the 3 from the 1, you think, look, my fingers, that's above there, tone away, and that's a semitone just in front of it. And hopefully I'll get it every time. So, and if you can, again, that is $1 million note. So again, if you can use vibrato, fantastic. If you can't, it's no big deal. They're not expecting you to. So if you were singing that note, you would definitely use vibrato, wouldn't you? So try and imitate the human voice. So and notice again the chords at the end have the little squiggly line. So that means that you have to spread them a little bit like that. And then, so I do the first squiggle fast. And then I do the second one slightly more spread like that and meaningful. So the first one's and then like that. And make it nice and twangy. So with my thumb, so I'm, yeah. No, I'm not, yeah. That sort of movement there. I love that. So again, you're going to the top note and just let that note ring in the air for a moment before you drop your bow, and then just let it resonate. I love that chord, it's beautiful. Just let it hang in the air. Keep your left hand down. If you take it off, it'll kill the note, so just keep it in the air, and then whenever you put your bow down, the examiner can breathe. And the magic has finished. You release the examiner from your musical spell. So I think those are all the pertinent points. So have fun with that. I hope you ace your exam. So it's a wonderful piece. My students really enjoy this, and particularly the studies option. So it's really good to have the opportunity to do these rather than the scales, especially if you don't feel very confident with scales. So, so without further ado, I think I'll say, Cello!